Hello everyone, I am Pavitra Devi working as Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science, Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in Dr. SNS College of Arts and Science. Now I am going to take the class about segmentation in operating system. Let me start. Yes. What is segmentation? Segmentation is nothing but process divided into segments. The chunks that the program is divided into in which are not necessary for all the exact size are called the segmentation. Segmentation gives the user's view of the process which is paging does not provide. Okay, here user view is mapped into the physical memory, that is called as segmentation. Okay, next one, what is why segmentation is used? Okay, நம்ம ஏன் segmentation use பண்றோம்? Okay, that is called why segmentation is used. The primary purpose of segmentation is to increase the security and protection of segments. Okay, it is increase the security and protection of segment. It manage each divided into segment, allow only one process access the segment, preventing too many process access the segment. The segmentation technique used for memory allocation in the operating system, which partition the program into the different parts. The divided segments are identified using the sequence number, and it is maintained by the segment table for easy access. The segment table is used to map the segment number to the actual memory location of its storage. The segment occupy the memory only when the segment are required, and it loaded that specify the segment of the different size. Okay, next one, integral fragmentation is reduced. Okay, by the integral fragmentation reduced by the fixing the segment into fit into the size of the data. Okay, since the memory is utilized only when needed, the operating system can make use the available of the memory. We can change the need utilized. Okay, why we are that is called we are using segmentation. Next one, types of segmentation. There are two types of segmentation, one for virtual memory segmentation, another one simple segmentation. Virtual memory segmentation is nothing but each process divided into number of segments. We are seeing what is segment. Okay, each process divided into number of segment, but the segment is not done all at once. The segmentation may or may not take the place at the runtime of the program. Okay, the simple segmentation is each process is divided into number of segments, all of which are loaded into memory at runtime through not necessary continuously. There is so simple relationship between the logical and physical address in segmentation. The table stores the information about all such that segmentation is called segment table. Next we are seeing in the segment table. Next one, what is segment table? Segment table is nothing but it maps two-dimensional logical into one-dimensional physical address. Each table entry has each table address, one for base address, another one for segment limit. Base address is nothing but it contains starting physical address where the segment reside in the memory. Segment limit is nothing but also known the segment asset. It specifies the length of the segment. The translation of the two-dimensional logical address into physical address. The address generated by the CPU divided into two. One for segment number, that is called S. Another one for segment offset, that is called as D. Segment number is nothing but number of bits required to represent the segment. Segment offset is nothing but number of bits required to represent the position of the data. Okay, position of the data within the segment. Here we are seeing in the logical address and then physical address, how to connect to segmentation number to physical. So each segment is different size of values. Each segment is connected to logical address into physical address, that is called as segmentation table. Next one, advantages of the segmentation. it is nothing but reduced internal fragmentation. First one, advantages, that is called segmentation can reduce the internal fragmentation compared to fixed size paging, as the segment can be sized according to the actual need of the process. However, the internal fragmentation can still occur in the segment is allocated more space than it is actually used. Okay, next one, segment table consumely less space in the comparison paging table in paging. Next advantage is flexibility. Flexibility is nothing but segmentation provide higher degree of the flexibility than paging. Segmentation can be variable size, and processing can be designed to have multiple segments, allowing more fine-grained memory allocation. Next advantage is sharing. Sharing is segmentation allow for sharing of memory segmentation between the process. This can be useful for inter-process communication. Okay, it is very useful for sharing is only for inter-process communication, for sharing the code libraries, etc. Next one, last advantage is prediction. Segmentation provide the level of prediction between segments, preventing one process access or modifying the another process memory segment, that can help increase to security and stability of the system. Next one, disadvantages of the segmentation. There are a lot of disadvantages. Let me discuss. First one, external fragmentation. Internal fragmentation is the disadvantages. External fragmentation is the disadvantages. Why means the process are loaded and removed from the memory. The memory space is broken into little pieces, causing the external fragmentation. This is notable difference from the paging, when the external fragmentation is significantly lesser. Okay, next disadvantages is the fragmentation. As we mentioned, segmentation can be lead to external fragmentation as memory become divided into smaller segments. This can be lead to wasted memory and decreased performance. Next disadvantage is overhead. Using segment table can increase overhead and reduce the performance. Each segment table entry requires additional memory. So accessing the table to retrieve the memory location can increase the time need to for more operations. So it can take the time. So it has disadvantages. Next one, complexity. Segmentation can be more complex to implement and manage than paging compared to. Okay, the particular managing multiple segmentation per process can be challenging, and potential for the segmentation fault can be increased as the result. Thank you.